this thing.
Hello there. Okay. So today, let's get into it. Oh, that was a weird. That was just weird. Why are things weird around me? All right, we're starting with fleet climbs. Just going to get them out of the way, and then we've got some GAC. Temmin and Crimson both won their last GACs, so Temmin is back in Caliber 1. Crimson has stemmed the tide that was going against him. I think my record on Crimson is now 5 against, so we're trying to at least go 4 and 5 for the season. Ouch time. But yeah, fingers crossed we're going to be all right. I did say it kind of in the chat, but hello there to Death's Helm. But yeah, we're hello there Sop as well. Yeah, so we're hoping to go out with on a high this season. Let's do this. Yep, you ever got a holiday? Good jollies? Right, I'm going to say something, right? And anyone who's in the UK, I recognise this might sound controversial, but I live in a bubble. So I'm just looking for some context here, right? You've been out and about in the country, I'm guessing. You know, Lakes Devon. Have you seen a lot of flags on your travels? Because the reason I'm saying it, I personally think what I've been hearing is a load of fluff. Like people are saying that there are when there aren't. But I'm just curious if there are. I reiterate, I'm in a bubble here. You saw it overturn car. I mean, that's probably more interesting, to be fair. Tragic, but in you know, just more. I don't know. Certainly something you remember more, shall I say? Yeah, I can't say I'd like to see that. Hopefully, whoever it was got out of the car okay. Okay. Was that like the barrier to get where you were going, and it was like it was a what you call it, a traffic jam kind of thing? Yeah, like a bollard. Yeah. Oh, a fence, right. Go on, I'll follow along with you, yeah. Oh, like a toll. A toll gate. Is that what you mean? Okay. In my defense, it's kind of like a fence. Okay. Oh. It's a bit of an odd one. I wouldn't even know what you call that. Yeah, I can understand why you've struggled with the word for it. A guardrail. Okay. I've never heard of them. I've seen them, but I've never heard what they're called. So guardrail, cool. Hang on. Right. Well, yeah, it is interesting thinking that that's something I've seen a fair bit, but I wouldn't know what to call them. Breeze, top 5 in fleet. You're way behind on fleets. Hey, it's still something. You wish they made fleet farms easier or increase the drops. You see, I'm in a very funny place with that because I've never felt that needs to be a thing. And I also recognize I'm in a very awkward spot because both of my accounts have got every ship now, so I'm preaching from a place of security. So I hope it's some comfort that I've always felt this way. It's not just because I'm now where I am that I'm saying that. But yeah, I've always felt like it was a fair distinction between character and ship farms to have ships be a little bit slower, especially with them being a usually slower release cadence. I just want to check something. I feel like one of my little things here have just decided not to work. There we go, that's better. Also, another thing that happened today, you went to the barber, it was closed, so you had to walk back home again. It's open tomorrow. Yeah, definitely not one of my problems. Although, I must admit, the last month when the razor broke, that was a panic. I noticed. That did take me by surprise. I saw you were 2-0 up and I thought, oh, okay, you know, you've got a win by the looks of it, but I was not expecting that to then go 3-0. You know, pleasant surprise for you guys. How I view it with Graham Potter, even though he's had a bit of a rough start with West Ham, I don't feel like he's a bad manager. I think what he needs is, he needs time to work on the team. Especially if you're transitioning it from what Moyes brought in to then trying to do something with... forgotten his name. Last season's guy... yeah, his name's just escaped my head. Former Wolves manager. I know who he is. Lopetegui, thank you. Yeah, you're going from Moyes to Lopetegui to now Potter. It's like, just let Potter have a bit of time to build. That's what I'd say. I know it's a luxury no manager's got, but I know it's what I'd be thinking if I was him, you know, just give me a bit of time, you know, don't just can me after a bad start. I know Stoke isn't always the most relatable comparison, but I've said that before when Stoke have sacked managers and they've had no time to get going in the season. It's like, give them some time. So yeah, I implore it with other teams as well. I wouldn't know myself, obviously, but I've always thought you've got enough to at least survive a season, you know. I know that you've got higher ambitions than survival, but if you're doing a transition where you're going from like a more rigid system to maybe a bit more of a fluid system, you know, you're not being like 2 banks of 4, but trying to be a bit more open, then yeah, you need a bit of time to get used to it. So maybe a season of just fighting survival isn't the worst thing as long as you're building after that. Not much to see coming past here, to be fair. Someone did say once they were passing by Stoke, and I was like, don't worry, you're not missing anything. When I went to away games, the one place I can say safely I was disappointed in was Birmingham. When we got there, I was expecting something really nice in terms of, you know, it's the second city. You think, all right, this is going to be something pretty good coming into Birmingham. And I also thought, God, this is a bigger mess than Stoke. You know, it's that thing if I can say it about my own place, but, you know, it's like, you know. I suppose it depends. I mean, like I say, I had slightly higher expectations of Birmingham just for the fact that they've got that status of the second city. So you'd think they would have a slightly better looking entrance to the city, you know. But yeah, it was like going through like a building site. Yeah, and I think if you ask people of Birmingham, they call that part of Aston rather than Birmingham itself. Danny G? Yeah, that one goes over my head. Oh, okay. That's probably why. I'm not that hot on internet memes. Alright, I need to wake myself up. I need to come up with a little idea. My mum wants me to organise the cupboard under the stairs. And it's a... I would phrase it as a small cupboard, like it's triangular, you know. So it's awkward getting like shelving in there and stuff like that. I'm sure there are ways, but actually doing it is another thing. Wouldn't mind coming up with something that looked nice though. Just feels like, I agree with my mum, it feels like it's a bit of a mess at the moment, but if you do something you want to do it right, you know what I mean? Didn't realise until I logged in today that Windows 11 had an update. I saw there was an update to, like when I was shutting down my PC last night, but I didn't realise it was like what seems a big update, not just like an iterative one. Just feels like I've been seeing like slightly different things. Okay.
Angry this morning, yeah? So I thought I'd make a fucking video. Why am I angry? Don't ask me why. I've just woke up in a fucking steaming mood, yeah? Because I live in a shithole. Do you know what I mean? Birmingham is a fucking shithole. I hate the fucking place. I fucking hate it. It's full of dickheads. I fucking hate it. Yeah. Woke up this morning, I'm fucking pissed off. I'm gonna stay in this fucking shithole for the rest of my life. That's why I do my YouTube. I want the fuck out of here! Before I do kill some cunts, rip them to pieces, and drink the blood to the dead! I'll drink them like a fucking drink! I'll drink a fucking drink! Fucking hate this place! Full of dickheads! Fucking hate it!
Okay, I can definitely say I've never seen that before. It's like, yeah, I get a little bit sad about my place where I live, but yeah, I've never been like that. I think that's safe to say. Probably take a lot more in life to rile me up that way. Especially if I'm not doing it for clicks and stuff like that. Honestly, it's probably very easy. You swim in different circles, chances are you're never going to see someone. It's like myself, I don't really engage with short form content either. You know, I'm not like on TikTok or Instagram or anything like that. Yeah, it's another name I don't know. Yeah, like I say, I'm not on either of those platforms. I don't watch YouTube Shorts or anything like that, so... Yeah, I've never heard of them. I mean, I think the fact that we're talking says I do have it. It's either that or you've got a very vivid imagination that you've created me in your head. It just must never have got around to me. You know, like I must have known, even when I was on Facebook, like back in the 2010s, I probably never saw it there. Ooh. I lost track of what I was doing then. I wasn't expecting Scimitar to take a turn. Yeah, honestly, I don't get the appeal of that one. Yeah, honestly, I didn't get it. That just seems like something you'd see, like, anywhere in the city. I mean, based on the line, I'm assuming he makes out like he's the big I am, and I'm like, yeah, so? If I saw the video title, I'm Ronnie Pickering or whatever it was, I'm like, yeah, so? Yeah, I've seen that a fair few times. As if when people don't know what to do, they just turn red. As if it's the only way they know to express anger. Nice being able to refill these. Go back to it. It's where this game is so weird, right? That there are days like today where, or I won't even say days like today, but moments like right now, where I am actually just twiddling my thumbs thinking, what can I do? What can I do? Yeah, in 4 hours we're going to have Conquest. In 3 hours we've got TB. Probably a bunch of you are going to have the raid as well. Where I wish there was just a game mode that was more dip in, dip out. Play as you like. I find that an interesting name. Yorkshire Guardians. Sorry, I've got to have a look. What are you pitching? Only serious daily players with 3 million GP or 1 GL. Okay. I'm laughing more than I should there. It's just Yorkshire Guardians. It's like... I mean, you could argue Astley. With Rick Astley is still a funny one, but... yeah, something about Yorkshire. Yeah, I can't say I do great at TW. This previous round, I just went in a bit of a panic, as it were, thinking, right, I won't just hit something, I want to hit something. I went in to two-shot a Rey, a slack a Rey, before realizing, oh, hang on, one, my Malak is on defense, and two, Bane Malak probably doesn't work in TW. Other than that, I do great. I do great. Dad, I'm going to have someone holding my hand at some point. Essentially going, this is a counter, this works. Don't try that, team. That doesn't work. Yorkshire! Oh, I've got him on my channel here. Way back when. Hitman. I'm wondering if I actually narrowed it down a bit more. Elusive targets. There he is, Mark Faber. And he came around again, so I killed him again. I'll tell you, I've had a few views on that video. Let me just get this battle going. Hang on, I've just realised I'm up against Profundity. This can go on full auto. Alright. I'm kind of curious how bad this was. I'm going to pause the music.
This one might ring a bell, 47. Your target is Mark Faber, also known as the Undying. A disgraced former MI5 operative currently working as a freelance assassin. Faber has been confirmed killed by ICA agents more than a dozen times. On every occasion, he has managed to come back from the dead. We have confirmation that Faber has a meeting in the Miami Bayside Center to review details on a new target. An informant at the site has provided us with reliable intel on Faber's expected movement around the center. This information has revealed several viable approaches. As you know, our inside man is meeting with the target. Acquire the right disguise, and he'll get you inside the heart of the building. Up close and personal is risky, but favors the clean kill. Alternatively, smuggle in a sniper rifle via briefcase. The race tower is a perfect vantage point, but access is restricted. Race security is high. Get through the locked door and time your shot perfectly.
Hey up, Ada, how you doing?
Infiltrate through the staff entrance at the back of the building. Access the second floor using the elevator shaft. Move unseen inside the weapons demo room.
Yeah, it's Metan.
Infiltrate as you see fit. Act
I'm
once
doing
an
alright.
opportunity presents
I just
itself.
wanted,
Rig the room to your advantage
well,
and leave unseen.
Topper mentioned Sean
Be
Beam,
mindful.
and I thought, I
The
kind of want to see
repercussions
what
of being
my
exposed here would be
voice
severe.
sounded like 6 years
I'm
ago.
confident even more opportunities will reveal themselves once you arrive on site.
I'm assuming I only use my
47.
voice for this.
I feel I'm repeating myself a little bit here, but please, make sure he doesn't come back. Again. Good luck.
I do like a teeny weeny bit of cringe on these videos. Oh,
Good afternoon.
I had
47.
webcam.
Your target is already inside the Miami Bayside Center.
Does mean going
Faber
back and
has
forth a
full
bit,
day of
but
meetings planned.
wow, I got like one of the old school,
Take your time with this one.
what do you call it? Panels at the bottom.
Dave Reddy, our informant, is waiting for you in the reception area.
That's really old school.
He can lead you to a meeting where Faber will be in attendance. What you do from then on is up to you. Be mindful, though. He will not wait around for long.
I find it funny how every time it says go and speak to Dave Reddy, and I think, nope. Yeah, you
ready
can,
to
but
talk
you
to Reddy.
shouldn't.
I'm not ready, Eddie.
You're here now, are you? Okay. Good to know.
Stay still.
Someone commented on this. I don't think I've actually replied to them. Yeah, sorry, dude. You're just in the way. There you go. Make you feel better. I don't know if I've still got that poster on my door. I've got that many coats on my door now hanging. I don't know if they're all still there. That Stormtrooper one's still there. And the little ones below it. The Game of Thrones one's gone. Tell you what, Ghost Mode is good on this. I mean, when I'm saying that, I don't necessarily mean the game mode, but the fact that it does encourage you to sort of think outside the box. Honestly, it certainly taught me more about Miami than the other maps. I feel like Miami's up there. This map. When I did the rankings video about 3 years ago now, I actually put Berlin as my favorite. I need to do that video again though. If anything, it's my best performing video to date. But besides that, it's like... I mean, in the main game... I feel like maybe I went a bit reactionary with Berlin because I did it maybe a year after the game came out. You can't really kill Robert Knox from up here. Please silent. Hokkaido's a fun one. A little restrictive. It's why it goes down in my rankings a bit, but it is fun. Wasn't attracted by that noise. I mean, the description here sums this up. Well, he has been attracted. Have you ever had a bad idea and run with it? What did the actual commenter say here? Let me just scroll down. That was kind of a pointless effort. You could have just sniped him and ran away. Well... Bad night. Night. Try it again. I mean, I do agree with that. The whole idea, it wasn't about just taking him out. It was about taking him out with the sniper rifle from a distance and getting away with it. Let's get that out. And he won't be here yet, but I'll leave that there. Okay. Wow, I responded to this 5 years ago, damn. Sniper rifle being moved or briefcase being stashed, I know that I can't leave it there. But as it stands, I believe I'm safe. As far as I'm aware, there are no enforcers around here, so I should be able to just walk out. Hello, Mr. Tambourine Man. I mean, I haven't seen anyone do a community-made one, but Kill Everyone Challenge has been around since the games came out. It's like I said, I know this route. I won't try and do them again, to be honest. But if it does create a silent assassin sniper route, I'm quite happy at that. I'll take repetition over, well, you know, a poor route. What annoys me as well is I bet there are some people who've done SASO routes just using the tranquilizer and then shooting Faber, and I think it's cheap. It's a bug-ridden route, and you think, well, I just wouldn't do that. Was that the... I remember what the Vector? What was it called? It wasn't a community thing, if that was it. It was... Just made me realise, though, I bet the cameras... Yeah, the cameras... It was essentially there's a virus, and you have to eliminate all the people who get contaminated by the virus. Might mean I have to deal with that guy after, but we've got time. I don't think it was called the Vector. Okay, Red Dead's installed, has it? I think they have installed mods in the game that allow you to do a legitimate kill everyone challenge. Like you can see all the targets. I've never found it, but I've heard of them. That dude's Might be there. on Nexus somewhere. Let's get that out and go like... Oh, okay. That was weird. Oh dear. That isn't good. Let's just hang about him, man. That might ease things up. I think I've come a bit of a way since making this. Not necessarily in my gameplay, but in the fact that, you know, like my editing maybe has come along a little bit. Oh, he's already in the room. Okay. That should send the other guard. I wish I could do picture-in-picture here. That's the other guard gone. Essentially, the whole point of that route is that in that room there,
Really?
I'm taking out Sean Bean's guards. Cheeky sod. And then I'm just essentially running back to that sniper's nest so that I can take a shot at him. In practice, it was a fruitless route because it's like, well, if you're taking out the guard, you might as well just run the room and kill him. But it wasn't about just killing him with a gun. It was about taking him out from a distance with a sniper. I bet there's someone who's done a good route for it, though. Like an actual clever route. I'm hoping I can sneak around him and shut the door. We'll do this.
Strange.
You know, sometimes it's fun to just go around and kill every NPC on the map. Either by going guns blazing, or by slowly taking out everyone without anyone noticing. Of course you could just start a normal mission, but a while ago, these kill everyone contracts started showing up. However, if you played them, you know how guns stop working on all the bigger maps. They're laggy, and there's a good chance they just crash your game. For PC players, let me present a better alternative where you get a kill counter and the option to add your own complications, to really turn your kill everyone challenge into a challenge. All this is possible if you play using Peacock. And if you have no idea what that is, you can watch my video down below for a detailed explanation. For those already familiar with Peacock, all we need then is the plugin called Kill Everyone campaign, which you will find in the plugin section on the Peacock Discord and linked in the description. And you know.
All right, so what I'm thinking is Hitman, Hokkaido, Patient Zero. That was it. Can you tell it's been a while since I actually did this mission? I'm wondering if this is the map at the very least that you were thinking of.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Hitman with Outside Xbox. We're back in Hokkaido for the final Patient Zero mission, in which we have to take out the Patient Zero of the title, a guy called Owen Cage, as well as his doctor, Klaus Liebleed. According to Diana, the patient is super contagious, so that'll be fun. Anyway, let's head inside and scope the place out.
Welcome again. Here we are.
7 years
and
ago.
here I am, as Agent 47. I am going to sneak around the back staircases of the hospital because there's an awful lot of security going on. It's almost like they've got a deadly, deadly virus to contain, I guess. And I am going to definitely need a change of clothing. So here's my first choking.
I'm going to just fast forward, but it's like
Right?
there should be a
the
point
cleaver in the
when...
neck.
There we go. Eliminate all infected, 13. Is this the one you're thinking of? In case you didn't see it, I'm just popping it in chit chat. Again, it could have been a mod that you were playing. I'm just curious because I know that's the one map that also has a very kill everyone vibe if you set it up like that. One of my favorite videos from Big Mooney is it was straight after COVID-19 hit, and he'd just come back from holiday. Like, I'm guessing he was one of the last planes coming back into the country. And he did a video straight away on that map and just completely riffed off how much of a state the country was in, if you like, whilst also doing the kill everyone challenge. It was a brilliant sort of taking the pee, but also having a bit of fun kind of attitude about it all. Yeah, it was... yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling. Got Grand Area in here. All right. Oh, a little stretch. So, let's pull up this guy, the Succ. Bit of an odd name, that, isn't it? Would anyone really want to call themselves the Succ? I mean, obviously this guy has, but I can't say I get it. Doesn't ring a bell for me. Anyway, I'm 12.9. This guy's 13.8. I've got 346 Zetas. They've got 416. I've got 57 Omicrons. They've got 78. GLs were 8 to 9 as normal. Break down the relics. 12 to 34 on the 9s. 19 to 32 on the 8s. 98 to 95 on the 7s. 97 to 95 on the 5s. When it comes to mods, marginally ahead on the 25s. 113 to 99. One behind on the 20 pluses, 350 to 351. And we're marginally ahead on the 15s, 526 to 515. That is an interesting... You know, we're not far apart on that at all, I'd say. Datacrons, we've got a bit of an edge on them, so that's nice. Just a quick check of the mods. I'd say they look okay. Again, we're not far apart, like with speed there. Yeah, they're a bit ahead of me when it comes to Omicron, so they got the Jocasta built up. I think I saw this yesterday. That is a very fast direct to Krennic. I mean, I'm surprised it's a Relic 9 direct to Krennic, but it's a very fast one regardless. Aside from that, everything's kind of understandable why it's fast. I mean, some of these I wouldn't pick nowadays, but understandable enough. All right, let's see what the Sucker's got. We have got a plan written down for him, but if he's changed things, then we change things. So let's roll with it. So they did full clear us. just change camera. There we go. No drops on this wall. Oh, they did drop on Slacker, but that is probably a tactical 2-shot, so that's fine. At least we know. No drops there. And no drops on Fleet. Okay, so this is where it gets funky because I know they also go triple meta on defense with Fleet. So my plans could still be active. Let's bring up their defense just to see what they put down for sure. So Ithano with Hondo and just me. Tarkin. Alaran. Ooh, okay. Mace's there, but it's Bad Batch instead of Lord Vader. Or NuBatch. Bit of a surprise. This wall, we do have Blacker. We have Maul. We have Jabba. We have Rey. And we have JMK, Cat, and Ezra. The layer's free. That's kind of cool. I mean, if that is the case, I would like to do that. Let's play around with it and see how it goes. I'm kicking myself here, though, and I'm thinking, do I want to throw a Dark Trooper at this to guarantee that I do the... Well, I'll say guarantee, improve the chances I win in 2? Or do I want to try and get ahead on banners and one-shot it with Bane? That's the question I've got, because I did actually do it in 1 last time. You know, it's like, do I take the chance or do I just accept that I've got to win on Fleet very efficiently? By the way, I do love that. 0% win rate, but 4,294 battles for Dark Trooper. Similar for Han. I just love the fact that they are registered as attempts. Minimum battles 1. Show cleanups, no. Okay. That's 48.35%. So it drops 10% if you don't 2-shot. There's about 9,000 less battles. I know I'm going to regret this if it doesn't work because it'll essentially concede the round straight away. But I'm going to go for the 1-shot because if it means I get a chance to drop somewhere else, I think it's worth it. It's crazy to have that mentality of, okay, I can then afford to drop, but I think as it stands, if I go in with Dark Trooper, I am essentially saying I cannot afford to drop a single battle. It's a lot of pressure. Whereas at least if I'm choosing to drop here, I can only got myself to blame. So And I've just seen it's FOST, but let's just see what the win rate is with him before I commit. I did put Slacker in it. Isn't Slacker, it's FOST. It's about the same, 48.99. You found it? Well, keep me informed. All right, let's give this a go. In for a penny. In for a pound. And Succ, bye-bye. All right. Boink. I can't really do much with fucking Slacker. Let's do that. All right, 64. Straight out the gate. That feels big in the sense that they chose to drop, whereas I gambled and it paid off. All right. Naturally, we can't afford to drop any other battle, but we'll take it. All right, so we need to do Rey Ben Zarriss here. All right, before I run in, I want to just check something. Right, I don't think there's anything specific there. Alright, let's give this a go. Data Cron, for anyone who's wondering, it's bulk, Jedi Vanguard, level 6, which doesn't do too much for the other two, but for Barriss it will revive her at 100% health and protection, which, if I'm right, does come into play in this battle. There isn't a permakill on any of those three. And then there is also the first time defeated revival defeated allies with 100% health protection, 100% termite, 100% offense, yada yada yada, plus 189% defense. Hopefully, this is enough for this. Right, let's do that. I've not seen this battle, so I'm playing it blind, but I'm playing it how I assume it goes. Okay. All right, Ben's not being targeted, thankfully, in that regard. Well, I'm not liking this. I feel like Barris died at the absolute worst time. Okay, one down. Let's do that. Mental, but as long as they're not hitting Ben, I'm feeling okay. Don't go for Ben. Oh, okay, we're dead in the water. Oh, hang on, Ben's back. I forgot about Ben. Oh god, can you give him life blood or something, please, Rey? 2 minutes under. I'm not feeling that 100% offense, by the way. Won't put that out there. Okay, cap down. Right, I'm full auto from here. I'm hoping that the AI can work it out better than I can. Sorry about the ads just then, folks, by the way. I had made that far in the game, I didn't see it. Alright, 51. That was terrible banners, but it did win. Alright, so I'll put the 51 in there. And 54, was it for Bane? No, 64. Okay. Let's get Cere in. And so they've just helped us, now we can't kill them. Alright, let's do that. Let me throw some rocks at Zarriss. And how about that? Can we just throw that at her? There we go. 32 stacks. Let's aim for Ben. Throw some rocks at Rey. Okay, not the most comfortable I've been. Oof. Yeah, just... Oh, hang on, I can't. Oh, damn it. She ults. Okay, that was a mistake on my side. Let's put that up. DI on Starkiller. Okay, I can only blame myself for that. That was just bad. Okay, we can throw rocks again. That's fine. We won 53. I don't care. As long as we actually got through it, I'm fine. Alright, Quadme against Jabba. And then Bo-Katan versus Maul. I think we did Bo-Katan first, just for the fact that that team right now is so annoying. The Maul team. think I'm going to throw that on as well. Yeah, I can't ignore taunt or anything, so I think we just go like that. You know what? I am tempted to just go for Gar because he's there. I can't actually go around, so I figure let's just focus in on ISC. Feels so awkward. I'm hoping Bam will interrupt if... there we go, like that. Perfect. Die. Wonderful. There we go, have that. Okay, 57. That was actually pretty decent. And then just Queen against Jabba. Okay, we do that. Can we just nuke Bush? Lovely. That's a Wookiee down. I don't think they're going to do enough damage to us that I should be worried about taking out Chrysanthemum. There we go, 57. Alright, let's see what the back wall is. There is an Ahsoka. We've got Finn. We've got Sorty. We've got Ahsoka. We've got Saul. We've got Tuskens. Alright, I'm fine with that. That's all pretty much as we expected. So, if I can save banners along the way here, that's going to be brilliant. I'm just seeing if there's anything here that's maybe more banner efficient, but I don't really think there is. I'm going to do something though. I want to see what my score is now in relation to my opponent. I'm curious what I actually need. To be honest, I could put the score in here, which I did completely forget about. What have they got? 2043, was it? If it's 2043, it looks like I need a 58.6 average, which I don't think counts fleet. Yeah. It's 68, 76 between us on the max end. That's like if I didn't drop a single banner, like I got max on everything, so practically It's tight, this. They set up massive score for me to hit. Thing with that 58 average, that feels almost like I've got to solo things. I can only assume fleet is counted into that because 58.6 is beyond all. It's just ridiculous that so. I would almost feel insulted if they had soloed my defense, which I know they didn't. All right, let's work on this wall. Let's actually see their fleet. So, Ithano, I said I was going to do JML. Tarkin, I was going to do Malgus. We can afford to go through a strong Malgus team just to try and get through it a bit easier. Aphra, the Bad Batch. And then see that. So, let's start with Aphra there. Always the way you like it. Stop. Actually, you know what? Sod it. Go for that. And so your opponent doesn't attack. It's always a good day for yourself, isn't it? Wood. All right, down. Execs just like that. It can go perfectly, it can go horrendously. It all depends how things are on the day. I get you though. It can feel bad when you feel like you've done the right things and it just wasn't enough. Yeah, it's the worst and the best fleet. I agree with that entirely. Okay, let's do that. I mean, if you can afford the drops, I feel like Finalizer's not bad. Not nice, but it's not bad, you know. Oh, why is my mouse playing up? Exactly, if you still win, that's the main thing, isn't it? If your opponent can't get through Rey, Gar Cron, you're going to be fine. But I know for myself, I always like it when I can get through. Feels like I've done my job then. Okay, deflective ward. Okay, that's fine by me. Leap there. You gotta love Datacrons when they have this kookiness that says, you know Darth Revan? You know how he likes using special abilities? Well, I bet we give you the ability to actually keep using his special abilities. That sound fun? Yeah, let's do it. I mean, my opponents will absolutely hate it, but me, I'm like, yeah, cool, cool. Right, seed some doubt. Yeah, it's very awkward if they're massive but no Datacrons, because it implies that they're not doing the right things, even if they are big. At least in terms of GAC and PvP. It's where the game is now. If you don't invest in Datacrons, you're not going to find it easy. You know, and there are people out there who are just like, you know what? Still don't like Datacrons. And I get it. You know, they are a thing that can be very frustrating, but on the flip side, I'm like, they're kind of here, so we might as well engage with them. I was going to say, Mace has got to be out of DI soon. Taking a lot of turns. Hey, don't go for what? I know we've got time, so I figure I'm going to relink. I won't give that taunt, and I want to provide retribution to what? Although I didn't know Mace could just basically go, I can ignore taunt. I'm assuming that's... Oh no, it doesn't do that. Okay. Never mind. I'm going to have to look at what Mace does, because I should be getting him soon enough. 54. Yeah, that 59 banner average is not looking hot there. Yeah, 59.4 now. I really hope Fleet plays into these numbers. Reva on this. It has me a bit concerned because I know that the granny with the gun can be quite frightening. Maybe blind can be a leveler. We're going to do that to kick off. Ability block if we can on any of them. Same with healing immunities. Oh, I've just realised 7th is bleeding captive. I really don't like that Omicron. Nobbled me a couple of times on... Reva, can you come in here, love? Ugh. Yeah, Granny with the gun, she's here. Oh, and she got a bloody permakill. I'm not sure I've got an answer to this. Oh, that was a drop I didn't need. Hey, Drafts, how you doing? Yeah, they set a high score, and I've got to clear their meta fleet. I think we've lost this at this point. Before, I thought we had a chance if everything went okay, but I think this is the point where we've lost it. I should have trusted my gut. Inquisitors weren't good on this, but I was following the stats. Yeah, I want to out as quick as we can possibly do it. Yeah, obviously Spirit's captive. Do that. And one-shot Morgan. Oh, which she didn't. Cool. Right. My apologies. Stealth. You have got no reason to be targeting a stealthed enemy then. I cannot think of anything in any of your kits that says you can ignore stealth. If there is, please let me know. But that honestly felt buggy. I know it didn't impact us, but that just didn't feel right. 37, all right, we cleaned it up. I should have gone straight in with that, however annoying it is. All right, delete that, put that in, 37. I'm just reliant on fleet now. I'm not entirely sure what you're asking there, Drafts, because I don't know if you're talking about Grand Arena, Squad Arena, and I'm not entirely sure what you're asking because you've mentioned offense and defense. Yeah, sorry, a little bit all over the place there. Kyber is hard to live in until you've built your roster up a bit. Safe to say that's all. In Squad Arena, you might as well just use what you want. There's no real benefit to climbing anyway, so you might as well just use what you're having a bit of fun with. Best practical choice is arguably just whatever you want to experiment with. Like on my free-to-play, I've got Lord Vader in there, even though he's not meta as such. I've just put it in there because it's like, why not? Let's see how he goes. Where I feel like they're missing a trick in terms of not having it like a Marvel Strike Force arena still. You know, in the sense of it's actually got rewards that are worth chasing every day. But equally, I'm glad it doesn't because I already feel like I have to log in every day for Fleet Arena, so I don't really want Squad Arena being back like how it was. Let's go with Traya. And to answer your question, Padme, she's as good as what she faces, if that makes sense. You know? She might be good, she might not be good. It's hard for me to say, because, like, Padme's a 4 to 5 year old team now. So, it could be good if it's taking on something that's equally a bit old. But it could be completely out of its depth. It all depends what it's facing. You can't do that in Wago. You can't do the different offense for defense. I wish you could. It would make Fleet Arena very interesting if I could place, say, a Leviathan on defense and use exec to climb or something. But equally, I'm glad they don't, because that would be also a different kind of annoying. Like, the most annoying defense is on defense, and then you can use whatever you want on offense. Ooh, okay. Nearly got it. All right, 57. I'm going to have to check the numbers on this, but I'm hoping that this has got legs. And Halate, I'm lightly and jovially pointing a finger at you for making me think that things like this are a thing. .96% win rate from 54 battles. Let me check, it's got Omicron's answer. That's okay. Yeah, let's give him a health pool. Am I using Night Sisters? No. You can have it then. Yeah, I mean, First Order with Carlo is popular at the top end of the game right now, so it's no surprise people at the bottom end are using it. I hope I'm not making a mistake doing this. We lost at the weekend. We lost to West Brom, so wasn't the greatest of results. All performances, we kind of got outplayed. Yeah, it's first loss of the season. I'm not getting downbeat about it, but it's kind of what I was expecting in terms of we'd had a few good results. I was happy that we're at the top of the table for a little bit, but I thought we are going to have a downturn at some point, and it's kind of where I thought we'd be, you know, going on the down bank at some point. Key thing is not to go too far downhill. Well, I didn't know this until today, but apparently they haven't finished outside the top 10 since they got relegated, so they're good enough. I say relegated from the Prem. Okay, I've got a Rancor ready. Okay, back to auto base it. I think after the break we got Birmingham, and then somebody tells me we got Leicester. So how I'm viewing it, I just want us to sort of get through those games without any major blemishes. It's a bit early to tell, to be honest. The simple fact we're there suggests that. I mean, Southampton and Ipswich don't seem to have started the season on fire. Leicester, I'd say almost the same. Sheffield United have plummeted after last season. It is pretty hard to tell. Because I also don't think the likes of Coventry will be like top 2, but they could be in the playoffs for sure this season. Leeds are in the Prem, yeah. I think they played Newcastle at the weekend. No worries. But yeah, I'm actually trying to think who else is up there at the moment. I mean, I don't think Birmingham will get up there. I think they'll do better than, you know, a lot of teams that come from League One would. But I don't think they're going to be right up there like they think they are. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it's more interesting. I much prefer it like that than just sort of having 3 teams guaranteed to go up and 3 to come down. Yeah, I've found it boring when it's like that, to be honest. Let's do Gungans. Let's do that. As long as you're not involved in the drama of it. I didn't enjoy last season, let's say that. Okay, 57. Yeah, they did win. I was weighing up in my mind, could you call that a derby? But they won the match, yeah. I feel like Arsenal, they're very hard to judge as a team. You think they're making progress and then they take 5 steps back. But then again, it is one game, so maybe it's all very reactive. Stun? Nope. Stun this time. Kill? Alright, full auto. I'd like to think 3 versus 1 is a fair fight. Yeah, I think it's where, especially in this country, there can be a very reactionary narrative to matches, like, oh, these are the kinds of games Arsenal should be winning, and I'm like, it's more of a case of you would believe that they're going to win the title if they win this game, you know what I mean? That's how I view it. If they'd have won that game, then people would be going, oh yeah, they're going to win the league this season, whereas how I see it, they could still win the league, it's just that this is a game that would sort of help the narrative that they're going to do it. It all depends what Liverpool do, and the fact that they're about to sign Isaac is, well, and potentially Gahey, that's pretty mental. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's unusual of late for City to lose 2 on the bounce, so I do get it. Ooh, okay. If Luthen's on the field, he summons a rebel trooper at the start of the battle. As long as Saw Gerrera or Mon Mothma are the leader. Alright, let's just pause a second and try and work this mess out. So, 2032... Oh, I forgot my keyboard was being funny. 2032 minus 1609 minus 219 and then divide that by 3. 68 banner average. It's still in my reach. Oh, scary, scary, scary. Okay. I did actually get that score wrong here. Don't know if that helped me or not, but... I think that was a 57, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't normally do the fleet in this section, but I feel like I just want mapped out for my own benefit, so... Let's add Executor, or Executrix, I should say. Let's add Endurance. And let's add Radus. That is the plan. And each of those gives me loads of fear before I've even done a battle. If Executor doesn't take out my first TIE fighter, we're on an uphill battle, if not a straight up loss. The Mace battle I have not done a lot of, so remembering it all was still a thing for me. And then Radus versus Prof, that can go great. Or it can go like hell. Alright, this is the hell I commit to when I go triple meta myself, so let's embrace the hell, I guess. Shall we start with Endurance, I guess? Galactic Republic, 1, 2, 3, Rebel, Phantom, Scoundrel, Young Lando. Now I did this recently, but I'm going to do it again. I want to get the video up, just to have a little refresher on what I need to do. History. I'm assuming it's not that long ago I'll watch this. Maybe a week or two. Really? That long ago? Surely not. Alright, 99% counter Leviathan. Big simp. I've actually subbed to him on here.
So I know this is kind of unnecessary and it's been a while, but there's a much better way to go about using endurance nowadays, and it's this lineup right here. I know it looks really weird. I'm just going to do like one battle, show you all, and then at the end I have, or I'll post in the description, I have like a I don't want to say spreadsheet, but like a Google Doc of how to use different lineups
I
for
watched
different
it, yeah.
RNG or different setups. So basically,
Oh, hang on. He's Big Sim, that is beautiful. Thank you. As much as I would like to be watching your video right now, the fact that you've put like a little cheat sheet for me there, thank you. Just means I can actually play the battle out rather than having to try and remember it all. Okay. Seriously, I love someone for doing that. All right, so your Annie has to be faster than your Marauder. 189. 174. I would say that. It says R9 mace may be required for this one. And I think there's a comment there straight after. Seems like this is not necessary, okay? I'm trying to read this and I can't get it to line up properly. Okay, opening up use 5's AoE, endurance AoE, Annie basic, putting Annie under stealth. Right, turn that track off. You know what? I'm going to have this full screen. I apologize. I'm probably going to miss a little bit of chat while I'm doing this. Okay, so we open up with 5's AoE, which I assume is this. We do that. That way we get Valor. Annie basic. And then we hide Annie. The engines get turned off. Five's basic to remove the taunt. This Marauder's turn, basic tie dagger. Pull Phantom to reinforce. If Dagger took a bonus turn, it didn't. Otherwise, do Phantom first special to force Dagger to take a bonus turn. Okay. Target to have a bomber or Fury class. Right, that didn't happen. Valor buffs on them. Okay. Right, I'm going to wing it from here. Let's do that. They could get Annie. Could, will. All right, 1, 2, 3 with Valor. Let's do it. Okay, that's good. I think they were trying something there and it didn't work. Okay. Okay, I don't like this because I feel we could still lose, but I feel like we got this biggest problem ships out, so ugh. I don't like that we got so much fear on the board either. Just add that into the problem mix. Okay. Lando down. Ability block? Yes. Lovely. Mace goes. 5's down. Okay. 66. I will take it. It's not great, but it is a win. All right, let's bring this back over here. I wouldn't say millions of damage, but he could arguably be doing better. I've got Relic 7 pilots as well, so take that as you want it. Yeah, let's just go for it. One last thing. This recent bit.
All right, so we exhausted the Galactic Republic and Endurance battle.
1 month
Now
ago.
let's
Okay.
hop over to Executrix. Now, Executrix can work versus Houndstooth starting, but from my testing, it's even more of a struggle than versus the triple attacker variant. So bear that in mind as we are heading into the battle. So, all right. So it's going to be similar strategy, right? We start off with TIE Fighter, tied one side. So it's
I would
a
like
very
that.
similar kind of lineup, just maybe have to play it a little bit different because we have now Taunt with Hounds to deal with. Okay, let's start off. So TIE Fighter will go first.
It doesn't need bulwark. It's just the fact that when Sci first came out, it was able to beat Profundity too easily. So they altered the mechanics of fleet, or at least ships out there, so that they would focus fire on Sci straight out the gate. All they need to do is undo what they did then and make it so that Scythe isn't auto-targeted. It'd be such a simple change, but for whatever reason they don't do it.
First, what you want to do is hit Punishing One to feed Thermometer to Houndstooth, and then we can do basic over on Houndstooth to get target lock on him. And then this is obviously the RNG element. TIE Fighter dies, you've got good chance of winning. If TIE Fighter survives, you could be in trouble. Anyway, we can now reinforce TIE Defender, get us down on Houndstooth. We can now get above this spell, gain lots of stacks of formation. Okay, but unfortunately, Punishing One had other ideas. Took all my buffs, put a taunt over on Houndstooth, and we are almost back where we started, but we did now get buff immunity on him. Let's go ahead, make sure Scythe heals itself.
Okay. For what it's worth, I've done that battle recently, but again, with what's on the line, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't misunderstanding anything, or at least trying to do my best to. Alright, so target over there. Base it there. Okay, TIE Fighter down. Bring in Defender. Done. We strip buffs. Thermometer up. Nearly. Okay. Just kill that. Okay. Yeah, I want that retribution gone, so I don't mind doing a flyby. Let's do that. Just get rid of it. Okay. Oh, I thought it was gone. All right, kill. Right, we've got bits of foresight all over the place. We've got a bit of protection. I'm feeling okay. Base it. Little git. Let's do that. Right, I want to try and heal up there. $70. Okay, we need his 69 average. Is it out of reach? I need 68, I think. I think 68 wins it. Anything less than 68, I'll lose. Okay. Right, Rey, Empire, 1, 2, Resistance, 1, 2, 3, 4. Honestly, I think I leave them on the bench because... Oh, I don't know. Can it be done without them? Bring them all along, you get 68.8 average. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I kind of get why it happened, but it's still sad. I think it caught a stray that wasn't deserved, and it's where the lack of fleet updates has been frustrating in general this year. The fact that something like that happened, and they haven't done anything to sort of course correct it, as if to say, all right, we know we dunked on Chimera, so we're going to release this so that Chimera's got a purpose. Whether it be using what it's got to beat something new or, you know, just an addition to it to make it more viable again. All right, let's go. Rounds like this give me the EBs. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that always happens. Big thing is just do not die. Oh, Seppi's are crying out for a buff. Okay. Lovely. Please let me take a turn. What are my banners? 72! Woo! Please say I got my numbers right. Oh! Oh. That was stressful, I'm not gonna lie. Look, you put me under pressure there. Good game. Good game. All right. And I'll tell you what, a lot of that comes down to that very first battle in terms of taking a chance on Slacker, because if I had gone for that 2-shot, I would have lost. So I am so glad I gambled. We could have lost it. I'm not going to say it would work every time. It might sometimes be worth doing Dark Trooper. But knowing I got that one loss in me, my God, I needed it. All right. Let's go here, man. Let me just run an ad break on Twitch just while I switch accounts. And I'll reply to you in a minute, Sock. All right, Crimson's loaded up. Will just be 1 second. All right, I was waiting for the ad break to end before I actually tried to reply to you, Sopper. You can't really take away the droid pilot ships from Mal, the way that it's designed to use them. Geos work with any fleet, so if you're to go trench route, you'd either have to break apart a fleet or add more ships. Honestly, Geos is the answer. You give Geos and a few marquees to the new ship. And honestly, you don't need to give much more to the Malevolence. Maybe bring in a Tri-Fighter or something. But essentially give them another droid ship. And honestly, they could work without reinforcements. A lot of Malevolence, when it works well, can do without reinforcements. So how I view it, just give them a pilotless crew. Plus, they'd be really early game friendly then. Just put them in Galactic War Store straight away. That's what I'd say. I know that might be like, oh God, we're going to put a brand new fleet in Galactic War Store. But yeah, give them to the free-to-play players. Give it to that new players who've got a brand new ship straight out of the gate. That'd be such a great free-to-play move. Yeah, it could be like Negotiator Endurance. To be honest, right, if given a chance, the player base will do that. Spy definitely has an impact, but how I view it, just give like the pilotless droid ship something that functions in that manner. Give it high damage. You could make it so it has high damage, but it also has a way of keeping Ithano buffed. That way, you know, there's a nice synergy between the two, so that not only is it being a damage dealer, but it's also helping the tank. I've never seen the Magna Guard have a bomber. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I've never known it. Might have just been like something in a shot of the Clone Wars or something. That might explain it. Oh, the Merciless one, was it called, or something? It's in the first tier of this, isn't it? Soulless one. I knew it was something one. I mean, they could do it in terms of just bring it into the game and say that Magna Guard's a piloting it. It wouldn't be the worst thing because, you know, that way it's still a pilot, but it's, you know, actually there is a logic behind it. I don't think in that it actually states it's Grievous. Grievous, for all we know, could be in some sort of command ship. So it wouldn't break the event or anything. Alright. GAC number 2 today. Hopefully it's less of a heart attack in waiting than GAC 1. So, we're up against Joe Join, was that? Joe Join. Of Solari's Knights. I kind of like that name, I must admit. 11.8 million for me, 12.5 for them, so not the biggest of gaps, 700k. Zeta's 317 to 350. Omicron's 44 each. GL count 7 to 9, kind of to be expected. Ralic's 202 to 237. Break that down a bit more. Ralic 9's on 5 behind, 7 to 12. Ralic 8's, we've both got 15. Wait, that's nice. Ralic 7's 90 to 63. Ralic 5's 62 to 90. So actually, I'll take that. They've got more Ralics than me, but they're not on the higher end as such. They're on the mid end, so kind of fair that. I'd rather that than a bunch of Ralic 9s, put it like that. Got more 25 pluses than them, 64 to 45. More 20 pluses, 244 to 203. We're behind on the 15s, 408 to 499. They've got more data crons, fair enough. Not so sure about the mock game on Rey and Slacker, going for health sets. That's a bit odd. And Leia. Huh? It can have an impact, that, in a sense of, I know if I see a player and I recognise a guild name or an alliance name, it does make me think, alright, usually that guild or alliance recruits players of a certain type, so therefore there's probably a reason they're there, so it probably does have an impact. What am I looking at? So they haven't built up their Iden. They haven't got Bo-Katan. They haven't got Jar Jar. I mean, I haven't, but the change they haven't. They haven't been working on much of the raid stuff by the looks of it. They've got the clones, but they haven't been working on the Bad Batch or the Vanguard. No Balin. Like me, no Morgan. Right, a little bit interesting. I feel like we're not too far apart in terms of what we've been doing. They've got a fast CX2, fast Apo, oddly fast fifth brother. Okay. Let's see what they put down. It doesn't surprise me. Fin Zorri can just go on an absolute Terminator train, so they could get Gas down, kill the sides, get him up and kill Gas. And if he's down, he isn't countering. Alright, so that's what we're expecting. Let's just see what it is. So we got Reva. That wasn't in the plan. We got Finn, which was. Maul, which wasn't. Tarkin, which wasn't. And Qui-Gon, which wasn't. So 4 changes. Hey, I'll give credit where it's due. Anyone changes their defense, they're mixing things up. They aren't just staying stale. So, as irritating as it is for me that I've got to write all this in, I respect it. Qui-Gon. Alright, let's check the south wall. We got Lord Vader, we got Dash, Rey, Ahsoka, and Slacker. So this wall's stayed the same. A little bit curious about if we're going to have to do that again, because well, I say at lock-in. The last time I saw them, oh, I've just realised they've scored 67. What have they beaten? Oh, they're attacking. Okay. They've beaten my EP Mara Darth Vader team, and they're attacking Slacker now. Okay. We'll give them a minute, just see if they do it. Yeah, this has got me interested, because I'm like, what are we going to do? If let me have a quick check of their roster now. I don't know if it'll show me here, but they hadn't built up Queen last I saw. Alright, she's rally 5 now with triple on me, so she is in a good place now. Last time she wasn't. She was gear 12 last week. I know what you mean. For me personally, I feel like the best way I could phrase Lord Vader is he's in a very good place now as far as it takes certain things to beat him that are better things than what he was being beaten by before. Now, that's if we're talking like no data crons, all that kind of stuff. Right now, it's kind of in a funny spot because Bo-Katan can beat Lord Vader with the Cron, but you're then thinking, is it best to not use the Cron on Lord Vader? You know, there's question marks, and I think a lot of people have taken Lord Vader off defense this week thinking, well, I'm just going to be Bo-Katan. And yeah, it's probably worth just seeing what's best. Interesting, they did get Rey and Slacker out, but they couldn't finish it off. Okay. Yeah, I think that is the issue. I think people are expecting a defensive powerhouse in Lord Vader. I'm just not convinced that's what DG were aiming for. They essentially didn't want Fennec beating it anymore. And I'd argue Bo-Katan was kind of in there as well. I think everyone was surprised that Mon Mothma was able to do it, and then when they realised that was it, okay, but Mon's been nerfed as well. But yeah, I think that was basically it. They wanted to stop Fennec and Mon, and in most situations, Bo. After that, it was fair game. All right, have I got Malgus chilling somewhere? I have. Let's throw Malgus there. Yeah, I think we're gonna move Traya from there. Traya could be better there. I do agree with that as well. I think people have taken the team to R9 and it's like, I want return on my investment. And it's like, you're getting it, it's just probably not what you want. And I'm not saying it's everyone either. I think there are a few who respect what he's capable of, but I think some just want more. Exactly, I agree there. I'm going to take him up to R9. And well, I'm going to take Scorch and Tarkin to R9 to begin with. And then I'm going to see what I do with the other three. If I take the plunge there, I'll just push for the Pirates. But either way, I'm taking those two to R9. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I don't really know what to do with this dash. He's looking a bit annoying. Dash Hondo L3. No Omicron on Hondo, so it's not like the worst thing. Yeah, maybe I could Raven it. Maybe Rex 5's it, but saying that if Dash goes quick, I could be in trouble there. Mon Mothma's appealing. But again, that's a speed issue, I feel. I think we go with Raven. I think Raven should be safe enough. That again leaves me in a funny spot there, but I could always move... Oh, but if that's the case, I'd need Raven there. Ugh. The thing is, Bo-Katan needs to do Lord Vader, so I can't shift that there to do what I did today. Ooh, that's funky. Maybe I do that, and then... Yeah, I feel like Leia is just a very powerful toon. I mean, I'm not too surprised at that. I mean, in terms of meta impact, I wouldn't be surprised if Hondo doesn't come in like Jabba. You know, he's solid on defense. He'll end up being solid on offense. You know, he'll just be, well, for lack of a better way of putting it, solid. I think I might just go Queen on this just to play it safe. I mean, worst case scenario was Jabba's on defense, and even then I've got Talzin. Yeah, and then I can work this lot out once I know for sure what's back there. So, yeah, let's stick with this. I won't leave Reva there because I feel like having Deathmark as an option is kind of useful. Ironically, I don't feel confident with that, but I feel like it should be all right. Right, so where are we going to start with this? They haven't actually attacked again for what it's worth. I've done nothing, so it's not like they can say, oh, he's attacking. Makes me wonder if they've not got a clean up for Slacker. Never know, they might give it another go if they see I'm struggling. I'll tell you what, actually, I'm going for that, and I'm thinking probably better getting this out of the way or trying to get it out of the way. I feel like I've been able to calm down a bit from Temmin as well in this time. That GAC at the end was just very hectic. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad I got the win. It was worth the hecticness, but full banners in it, it was a bit too close. Okay. I mean, I'm listening. Yeah, no surprises there about the fear. It's a bit of a weird one, that, because the episode pass, you'd still have to wait 3-4 weeks. But saying that, the episode pass is better value for money, so generally speaking, you're better off getting that anyway. All right, beautiful. All right, again, damage immune. That's fine. 66. I mean, again, the episode pass for me is the best thing you can buy in this game. I even think it trumps Lightspeed bundles now, because Lightspeed bundles, whilst there's still great value for money in terms of getting characters up without any effort, I feel like the episode pass just gives you enough each month to grow consistently, whereas you're kind of dependent on Lightspeed bundles dropping in that sense. That they're like random and they could pop up at any time, whereas every month you know you get the episode pass. So for me, I think that's worthwhile. Plus, you're guaranteed a 4-star marquee. That's another thing. So yeah, I would lean that way myself. Okay. Drain. Link. Succ. All these things. We do the things. Can we just do that to Huyang? That was rude, Ezra. Okay. Bane's just been Bane. That's good to see. Let's just relink. I like the idea of doing that. An extra turn for C. Did Ezra have that? I can't remember what the buff's called. That thing that Jocosta's got now. The one that prevents you getting damaged, or you like take 1 damage. He has, hasn't he? He's got. Where's my mouse? Deflective ward. That's it. I can't say I like how deflective wards just being thrown around on characters at the moment. It feels like they're really just going, ah, you can have it, you can have it. Go on, we like this buff, you can have that. Alright, I'm going relink. Like I said before, it just gives C another turn. Again, 1 damage to Ezra, that just blows. Okay, deflective ward's definitely there, so I'm not using it now. I'm literally just throwing that there. Let's link again. Let's just slow this down a minute. I can't really afford to slow it down, just to be clear, but I'm thinking let's not rush. Alright, that's still not a good position, so I'm just going to shock Hu Yang. Damage immunity there, not great. Becoming a list of things I don't like seeing this. Okay, it did something. Right, full auto. Yeah, fair enough. I haven't actually looked at what Enoch needs, to be honest. He's just one of them toons that I feel is kind of like, he gets what he gets. I'm sure there's some actual modding strategy for him, but it's never really struck me as something I need to worry about. Yeah, I guess. I suppose it's just be fast enough so that you can take your... yeah, you can keep cleansing. I just think why got in his kit. I don't think we're getting it down in time here. Ooh, just 58. Leaving that to the last minute. Alright, so this is the Rey Scav Cron. With stuns in the mix. Okay. I don't recall my team ever being stunned when I've used... Here we go. Whenever an ally is inflicted with heal immunity, they dispel it and gain DI. Whenever they inflict with stun, they dispel it and recover 30% health and protection. So yeah, I thought there was something in Taran's kit that prevented it. We'll go for that. Bit of defense. With how much extra damage Scav Rey is going to be putting out, it's probably not the worst idea to mod for defense. Let's throw some rocks. Okay, raise the shield. Whirlwinds ahoy. Let's just base it. Oof. Okay. Oh, I was not expecting to get Ben out. But if you insist. Oh, spot. I'm sad here. I would love to just get 25 for Star Killer and then Star Destroyer down, but yeah, Rey wasn't going to let me. 55. All right, we'll send in Queen here. Bug first. How are we doing? We're doing all right. We've had a bit of a scare on my main account. We won by 4 banners. and it was as close as it sounds. But yeah, we're doing all right here. Just plodding along. How's your day going, Kada? I have no idea what your Hero Remnant team does. Probably won't until I get the Let's Be token at the end of the episode. I feel like the Remnant team, in threes anyway, is essentially... we're going ramp and eat you up if you don't stop us early. That's the vibe I get from it. I'm not even sure if there's ramp in the kit, but it's how it feels. Like, the longer the battle goes on, the further it feels like it's... the further away it's getting from you. Yeah, I tend to put DCP in Knight with the Great Mothers in fives. Are you coming in, Bam? Right, we're not going to go all in yet. We're just going to armor shroud. Let's put that onto bow. There we go. Now we're going poop. Just hang in there, bow. Now we go. $20 poop stacks. Yeah, another mass assist, please. Kill him. Thank you. All right, 54. And that was 57. 550 for the wall. Oh, okay. They've got Darth Vader, they've got Geos, they've got Bam. Okay. You do different things. Queen's not there. No Tuskens. Give this player like Jude, they have switched the defense up a lot, so it does make them very unpredictable. Oh, there are Tuskens, my bad. I confused them. Alright, well, we'll stick with Reva there. You know, I'm saying that, and I'm thinking, why though? We could do what we did on my main and just jabber it. Wouldn't I know what's been doing good this season with this? Adrad's looking appealing, but I don't think I've got him free, have I? No, he's going to do Qui-Gon. I can maybe move Reva there. I don't know if you can hear me, Sop. I didn't reply to you because I thought you might be in ads. But Night Trooper Cron's probably worth getting. But yeah, and to answer your second point, I can't believe it is myself. Night Sisters. Something tells me Wampa. I haven't faced Balmhorn Chewie in a while. Yeah, I'm not surprised the win rate goes down a bit. Yeah, I don't know if you heard me just then, Sop. I wasn't sure if you were in the ad break or not when you said that. I would get the Night Trooper Cron. I think it could be just a nice little buff to the team. And to your second point, I can't believe it myself. Time's flown. Jensen. Could we do that? Where's the team? Yeah, it is that team. Maybe we give that a whirl. No worries, I just want to make sure I wasn't talking into the void. I know that can be a bit rude. Let's give these a go. Let's see if they work. We'll start on the top wall as usual. Our opponents come back. They have cleared Slacker. Took them 2 more attempts, though. So we're looking in good shape so far as not dropping any. Let's get this out of the way with just Malgus. I want to make sure that we aren't making mistakes. Yeah, I don't really want that for that. I want it for that. So, give it a go. Hey, 16th solid. Keep it up. $55 minutes is not long. You know what I mean? You should be able to hold that rank. Got time to even try and climb higher. This is where Scorch is just a little annoying in terms of he just keeps that taunt up just a little longer than I'd like. You know what I mean? Like I'm here and I'm trying to whittle down Tarkin and Scorch is like, let me interrupt that a minute. Alright, bit of shot there so that Tarkin can't just heal up without consequence. Okay, deflective ward. I'm really not liking how many stacks of that potency thing he's got, though. Like, he is ready to drop a nuke in a minute. Come on, Malgus. Can we drop him in a second? He's scaring me a little bit. I was going to say, please don't taunt Scorch. Okay. Now I feel alright. Now Grandma Tarkin's out. I knew there was a nickname he had. Feel like I can at least focus on these two a bit more. I feel I can do it better on full auto. All right, Scorch down. Okay. 53. Not a clean battle. I think it would be cleaner if you could afford either Rev and Bastila or Malak. But we'll take 53, considering. Let's make sure Darth Raven's fine with these. He should be. You know, we're basically facing a team that says, hit the tank. And the leader just happens to be the tank. Alright, Succ. Here. Alright, bye-bye. It's Zorri. Succ. Not the greatest banners, but it's a win. 55. Oh, not 66, as much as I would like it. Alright. Let's make sure it was Reva I said here, wasn't it? I wonder if Reva could do it with some squishy sides like these two. %91.82% win rate. That's fine by me. I think he's on defense, Mal. Appreciate the heads up, though. Let me double check for you. Yeah, on defense. I need things on Crimson just to soak up some spots, I guess. Let's do that. How's your looks gone today, Mal? I haven't actually seen. Alright, blind is not necessary. Alright, 53. I haven't done Traya here for ages, but let's throw it down. Where I need better Phoenix here. I'll say that, even if threes they aren't that great. Let's just base it for now. For a second I thought Ninth Sister was here. Succ. Great. Forfeit. I'm assuming it's the crazy level 6 that played the part there, yep. Right. That's a bit awkward. If it can beat Jabba, I don't think I've got anything left. Opponent put the hard defense with JMK and Slacker and triple meta fleets. He cleared him with 1 drop and he only has attack once and not come back. Yeah. If it's worth anything, I pretty much had the same round as you, I think. I had JMK on defense against me, Slacker on defense against me, Lil Vader. No, actually, no, Lil Vader wasn't there today. He was meant to be there, but they didn't put him down for some reason. But yeah, I won with 4 banner difference. So I was pleased with that. Bending Gar Cron primary. The one I want is this, yeah. Just focusing on that. Yeah, Traya's win rate drops drastically. I should have checked it. Yeah, I think we're going to have to use Jabba. That does mean I've now not got a clean Tusken counter. Maybe we could Wampa that and find something else with Bam. It is. I mean, I've had Rey off defense all week and it's felt weird having her on offense because a lot of the things I've been beating I didn't need her for. So she's mainly just been doing cleanup. Oh, I'll say cleanup. She's been doing like Qui-Gons, you know, things that just have an anti-GL clause. So it's actually felt good that I got to use that team I bought on offense for a reason. But I didn't know what I was doing. It wasn't that good. You know what I mean? I felt like I was playing blind, but I got the win. That was all that mattered. 1, 2. Okay, throw that down. Yeah, I think it's in my head I might need the Great Mothers elsewhere. So I did hold them back a little bit. Yeah. That gets the blind out the way. 3 thermals, that's not going to be a lot, is it? I'm very wary because they're going to go cray-cray in a minute. Alright, 1 down. And I'm doing my hardest to resist using the cleanse button, considering I know that's like asking for trouble. Right, blind there, or not. Blind. No. Who needs blind? We don't need blind. Right, there's no healing immunity on the team, so we should be fine. Right, it's a clean up. 37. If I needed it, I've had a reminder. Don't do Traya on Reva. At least with that Cron. I haven't said it, but I absolutely hate this team right now. It's not even the Cron, it's the fact that ISC is bugged, and it's just an absolute pain in the arse trying to clean it up. I'll say clean it up, get through it. Like, CG, please, can you just tell us you're going to be fixing it, please? Go on, let's mark them all. Okay, Maul's gone. That's big. Let's just do that, I guess. It won't stop him doing the attacks at a turn, but it just makes me feel better. That's how this game's played. If it makes me feel better, it's good. Armor Shred. Why not? I say take your turn. Boop, boop. Now he's got to do his own turn again. Thank good for that. You know what? Have that. Go on. I thought maybe the basic won't kill him. All right, wall down. So it did take him 3 to get through Slacker. Sorry, I know my overlays are a bit in the way at the moment. I've said in the off season I'm going to try and sort that. But yeah, I've got 3 on there. They still haven't hit these though. Maul and Finn, so maybe that'll give him a little bit of a problem. Okay, Adrad on Vader. I've just realised I've got Grand Inquisitor, so that could probably do the other team. Yep, Vader goes again. Merciless. Oh, okay, not what we want that. And Kapawi. That's a word. I promise it's a word. You guys haven't heard of it, but it's a word. All right, let's hit this BAM. Actually, I'd like to hit the BAM, but let's first of all go for these Tuskens. I have not actually done Wampa versus Tuskens, but in my head, I'm thinking it's a thing, isn't it? Like, with this Cron, surely. The Cron's... Whenever he attacks at a turn, he ignores protection, so surely we got a chance. Just ramp the damage up. The only times we're going to struggle, I would have thought, would be when Chieftain's sipping his tea and pulling assists. Like there, that was Raider, so that should counter, yeah. There we go. That's kind of what I was talking about. I mean, it didn't pan out the way I meant, but it was a big stonking AoE, so we just need a big stonking AoE that knocks all three of them out in one go. I'd like to think Auto could handle it. Just so I'm not button mashing. I'm just curious if the AI prioritizes Raw over the Wamp. Doesn't help when the Wamp doesn't actually Wamp the way you want it to Wamp. That's what we're after. Good Wampa. Right, I didn't actually record the banners there. Was that 55 on that? And then Wamp here was 58. Oh, it must have been 56 there. Okay. Okay, next sketchy one is Padme here. I've got no knowledge if this works or not, other than a little bit of insight info, but we'll soon find out. Padme fractured. Not what I'd like at the start. Again, not a fan of that immediate fracture. Oh, okay. Yeah, not a fan of that on Snips. Yeah, Snips down. Yeah, just kick her. Yeah, Retribution isn't the worst there. Right, kick us at Fulcrum. Pull an assist. I was hoping for a bit more from that kick, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Fulcrum's down, I think, yep. Usually with this team DI means they're down. Very weird mechanic they gave him for Jensen. It's like a final stand, isn't it? I suppose it makes them the ultimate banner stealers. Okay, that's cool. I mean, 52 is bad banners, but I feel like we just got a little unlucky that Nip's got focused. Alright, so I think from here we're okay using the Inquisitors. I was holding them back a touch just in case we did need them for Jensen, but this should be okay here. Good. Let's ground pound Chewie. We can do that just for now. 5 birds. Just get rid of the buffs. Lovely. And sweet. 54. All right, we've got an app break coming in 3 minutes. Let's wrap this wall up before it gets here. Right, I think Kit would have been disappointed in me there. I think I should have done the mass swarm at the end there, but one little mistake. All right, final fleet wall's not scary. In fact, I am going to snooze the ad break. I think maybe we can push through without them. Let's get Empire in. And so we just hit the 3-hour mark as well, so that's pretty par for the course with me. Ability block, they get a load of buffs, raise swirls, we steal, you know the drill. Oh, okay. Not normally what happens there. I don't like that. They got more turns than they're usually allowed. I feel like I've just been robbed. Yeah, that's normally a 74 and I got a 72. I'm complaining to CG. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Be nice if they could do the same for me on this end now. You know, like just do a bunch of random stuff and get me a higher score. Wishful thinking. Okay. Again, I don't like this when Rey suddenly takes a ton of turns before... Yeah, it feels like I'm out of sync already. I don't know why it happens. Right, just delete them. Yeah. 72, that's fine. Right, Rebels. I'm aware that Empire do have synergy against Rebels, so we'll go a bit stronger, but that's just because I want to secure the full clear. You know, I I am debating what I'm doing next season, Tommy. Well, hello there, by the way. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to alter how I do my GACs a little, because the best way I can phrase it, right? Friday night felt dead. And I get it, right? I'm not being vain or anything. Scribe's on, Calvin's on. They're the two that spring to mind, but there are other people who are very popular on at that time. Then if you flip it to, like, when I'm streaming now, the later I stream, the more likely I am to run to Arnold or Playbook. You get my point? So it's like, I am thinking to myself, is there any way I can adjust things a little for my own... selfish, but for my own benefit? I don't know what I can do, because I kind of need to make it workable from all angles, but I'm mulling over not streaming both my GACs and just recording one of them. And Vexatron does it, and he seems to have struck a nice balance with it. Yeah, trouble is 5 PM's like, it's that awkward hour, isn't it? I mean, I'm always getting ready for tea at 5 PM. Well, 6. It's a hard time commit to 5. I swear if I was like 3 hours behind, it wouldn't be bad. But yeah, I didn't actually recap that then. Just let me go back a sec. 2038, that's a decent score on our end. 149 to our opponent. I think they'll come back. They've cleared Slacker, which is the difficult bit of this wall, so they'll probably want to clear these two at least. As far as the rear wall, there's nothing there that I would consider too scary. I mean, DTMG is not scary at all. Yeah, so they'll get through that without any issues. I'm pretty sure of that. This wall, Lord Vader's the scary thing, but again, they'll have more than enough to get through it. Maybe the Ewoks could surprise them. Maybe. Hopefully. But yeah, at that point, it's just at the whims of Fleet. You know, can Fleet do a miracle for us? And I'm not hopeful. Fleet's just... I don't know. It actually did help me last round. I won on Fleet on Temmin, which I didn't bring up, but yeah, it's where I appreciate this guy last round for what it's worth. On the off chance you ever hear this medium, I really appreciated that you pretty much passed on this round. You got your banners and took them. I couldn't clear them all. You had got way more than me, so you had every right to full clear and take the win. So whether it was by choice or by lack of choice, I appreciate that you didn't attack, because it just gave me at least one win that I hadn't had for a while. And hopefully today, Jojoin will give me 2 out of 3, get me back on a winning run. Yeah, I will say this, right? If my circumstances changed and if it became that I couldn't do... Well, say I was working out to do a 9 to 5, I would really have to figure out when I wanted to stream. My gut says I wouldn't even stream my GACs. I'd record them and then stream something else. And that's also where my head's going a little bit with all this right now, because I'm thinking how I could really be doing more with the Let's Play channel. I mean, I know this is crazy, but let me just bring this up on screen for you. Right. The channel's small, right? 34 subscribers, so I'm not getting ahead of myself or anything. Like, my last video had 1 view. I'm not getting crazy. But what I'm looking at is the last video, the last live stream I did. 202 views. Now, to me, I can't help but look at something like that and go, it might have been a one-off. Maybe people just were looking for something on Lego Star Wars and they were like, oh, let's give this a crack. But it could also be that there is a benefit of having like a regular pattern, which I was doing. You know, I had 1, 2, 3 in a row. So I don't know. It'd be nice to explore things like that, but it could also just be cope on my end. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I need to have a think on it with Gak. My temptation is just to stick as I am, but there's also that bit of me where I'm like, that Friday night slot can be brutal. I do try to not let it get to me, but it can be brutal. All right. With that in mind, folks, I'm going to call it here. I've actually been just... I forgot I got a raid. I haven't got to raid, but I forgot to think about a raid, I should say. Let's have a look. Who's online? I'm guessing Wampa is, because he's been doing something of late. Yeah, Wampa's usually on Holiday anyway, so... I feel like that's a tradition for me. I usually raid into Wampa on Holiday for the simple fact that he does his conquests and whatnot on stream, so it's something like, if you want to see what he's doing, you can follow his conquest pattern. Alright, so I'll launch the raid, and yeah. Plan now is we're going to be back on Thursday with LEGO Star Wars. We're going to be back on Friday with LEGO Star Wars. And we're going to be back on Monday with LEGO Star Wars. I sense a pattern. But yeah, if that isn't your vibe, folks, well, I will be back next Thursday for GAC. No matter what I do with, if I do decide to do something different, I will stream Thursday. So yeah, I will see you then, folks. Have a good rest of your week, and yeah, I will see you then. Let's get the raid launched, and yeah, bye for now.